Hey guys, so I'm back with a new video. So I found that creative spark once again, and this time I feel like I really improved. Unfortunately, this comes right before finals, so if anything, it gives me time to plan out a good workflow moving forward. I really wanted this to be a channel that documents my journey in gaming and drawing, but lately that feels more like the journey of an art channel instead. Moving on with the video, the original design had badly shaped legs, so that ended up changing later on in the video. As always, first things first is the outline that's done on separate layers with the background and just a small part of the image. Next up is creating a new layer with a more concrete idea of what I want it for the face to look like and where I wanted the hair to have this kind of wave and flow. After that, the body and a little bit of details here and there for the neck and the arms and the shape of the guitar and the hands while playing it was entirely new to me. Next up is the legs, and this is the point where I realized there was no way to salvage what the AI came up with. So I just decided to scrap all of it and just switch out the legs to a different pose that felt just as natural. Some more details where I thought the lighting should be, how it would impact the design, and when I would just go back out and add more details into the background. Next came a totally new layer with the eyes and eyebrows, nose, lips, and hair all on the same layer to make it easier. Then I went over to try and solidify the idea for how the clothes should be. Next is a guitar, and I've never really had the opportunity to draw one, so I was a little flustered on how to make it look good, but I think I did a reasonable job on that front. Next would come the legs, and I really tried hard to make it fit with the rest of the design. Afterwards came the coloring, and this is where I kind of realized that I can just add a whole lot of brush strokes to it and really add more variety to different shading levels and lighting in order to really help improve the look of the design. I realized that I could maybe go a little bit brighter than what I had originally thought and even add highlights to some of the darker parts of the hair, so that made for a fun and unique challenge. Next came the arms, and while I was working on this, I just constantly doubted myself over and over on how the shading should look, the choice of the color, why it didn't look well, and things like that. This is the moment where I actually ended up going back and redesigning the shading completely, and I think it looks way better as a result. The lighting was something I especially liked, and I still can't understand where the AI thought there was light peeking in through specific parts of the design, but I just went with it, and I think it looks really nice as a result. Next was adding some shading on the darker parts of the thighs and on the clothes. For this part, I just briefly went in and just added several different patches of dark brushstrokes and a lighter coloration. The same ended up happening with the shorts as well. After that came designing the backdrop itself, the beach and the shadows, the waves and the tides. I genuinely enjoyed making the water to try to flow and shine as lively as I could, and I think I ended up doing a decent job on that front. From then on, I added a little more detail to the rocky outcroppings in the back. Afterwards, I started working on the guitar and adding the shading to it, and I think I did a pretty good job, all things considered, since the reflection was not something that the original image really tried to take into account, and instead it just kind of seems to have placed it here and there throughout. After that came the trees and the birds, and this is the point where I simply started wrapping things up and just quickly tried to use this new shading technique to just quickly add coloration, depth, and shading onto the palm leaves. And yeah, that's mostly it for the design. I really enjoyed trying this new shading technique, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the design. And I hope you guys enjoyed the look of this, and I will try my best to try and apply this moving forward throughout the rest of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.